Alright guys, I am going to teach you how to draw your own treasure map. Now you can follow along with me, and the cool thing about the videos are, if you need more time, you can hit pause so that you can get caught up, or if you miss something, you can go back to the beginning and start the video over again. Or if you need to watch it more than once, you can do that too, okay? So when I draw a treasure map, what I do is I start out with drawing my house, because that's where I'm going to start. And so my house is a square with a triangle on top. And it has a door and some windows. Okay? So up here in the corner is my house. Now down here at the bottom is going to be X marks the spot. So that's where my treasure is buried, okay? Now, along the way to get from my house to the treasure, I'm gonna add in 3 landmarks, okay? So I'm gonna make a little trail, and this is how I do it. I make a little dotted line like this. And I think the first landmark that my treasure map is gonna have is it's gonna have a big tree. So I'm gonna make a tree, and it has a trunk and some roots and some branches, and then I'm going to add some leaves onto it. So now I've got my tree. That's my first landmark. Now I'm going to dot, 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 dot along. Oh, and I think the next landmark I'm going to make is I'm going to make a pond. So I'm just going to make kind of a wavy shape right there. That's my pond. So to get to my treasure so far, you have to come out of my house, go around the tree, go through the pond, and then I'm going to make one more landmark, and I'm going to have it be a mountain. So I'm going to make a mountain shape like that. So to get to my treasure, I have to go out of my house, around the tree, through the pond, and doot, 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 over the mountain, okay? So now I've got a pretty basic treasure map here, but what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna label the things that are in my map. I'm gonna label them. So I'm gonna start out by labeling my house. Now when I say the word house, it says I'm going to make an H down the horse from hoof to hoof. Now the next sound that I hear when I say the word house and I stretch it out, how, I hear the W sound. And W is W. Wiggle down, wiggle up, wiggle down, wiggle up. Keep that worm out of your cup. How, that's the sound I hear at the end, that slippery snake sound. I'm going to make an S. So I've labeled my house. Now I'm going to come down here and label my tree. Tree starts with the t, t, t sound. So I'm going to make a T. And the next sound I hear when I stretch out tree, t, that r sound, which is R, down the cloud and over the rainbow. And then the last sound I hear when I say tree, it says its name, and that's the letter E. And that's hit the ball and run around the bases. Now I'm coming along, I've gone around the tree, and now I'm going to go through the pond. Pond says p, p, p. So I know that that's a P. P, ah, ah, ah. What letter is that? Ah. I know that that's an O. The next sound I hear in pond, p, ah, n, in. Down the cloud, down the pencil and over the book. And then the last sound that I hear in pond is the D sound. So I'm going to go around the duck from head to toe, pond. Now the last thing I'm going to come to is I'm going to go over the mountain. Now what letter does mountain start with? M. M. Ow. W. Mow. Mound. Mountain. Mountain. Out of my house, around the tree, through the pond, and over the mountain to get to my treasure. Now, when you make your treasure map, you could make any kind of landmarks that you want. Maybe you want to make your landmarks silly things. Maybe you want to make Batman's cave, or maybe you want to make something from Super Mario or Sonic the Hedgehog, or maybe you want it to be a unicorn's house or something like that. You can make up anything you want. And you can use your good knowledge of letter sounds with help from mommies or daddies, and you can stretch those words out and label your map too. And as you notice, moms and dads, what I was modeling for you is phonetic writing. We don't need to be concerned about conventional spelling right now. The important thing right now is for the children to have confidence in their knowledge of letter sounds and to write the sounds that they hear. And so they're going to miss some sounds. They're going to miss some sounds. They're going to miss some vowel sounds. Occasionally they might miss other blended sounds, and that's okay. Sometimes they may only be able to get the beginning and the ending sound. That's okay too. That's all part of the process of becoming a confident, independent writer. And that's what we want to foster. We don't want anyone to feel frustrated or upset. So it's really more about just constant encouragement and lifting them up and just giving them lots of good positive feedback. And if they're at a point where they feel frustrated, then you just give them the letter, or you give them the sound, or you help them to write down that correct letter sound. If they guess it wrong, you know, that's a chance for you to reinforce and to remind gently that ooh, 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 you know, and hopefully by now I've been doing these letter sounds and motions enough that you've picked up on the fact that p is pizza. And so that's what the cool thing is about those little gestures is you can give little clues to the children when they are having trouble, and they can still come to the answer on their own and feel really, really proud of themselves. So I hope that that helped y'all understand not only phonetic writing, but how we incorporated all kinds of skills into this activity. They are having to make a plan. They are using their knowledge of shapes to draw objects. They are having to use positional terms, prepositions, to explain how to get from their house to the treasure, to X marks the spot. And so there's a lot of really cumulative types of skills in an activity like this. So I hope that you guys will enjoy finding time some point this week to make your own treasure map. And it might be something they enjoy so much that they want to do it over and over again. So I will see you guys later. Bye.